Hi everyone, my name is Erica Marie and I'm known as the Chakra Analyzer. This reading is for Gemini. So if you have your sun, moon, or rising in the sign of Gemini, this reading is for you for June 2022. This reading is for Gemini for June 2022. What's going on for Gemini energy? Let's take a look. Okay, Geminis, you have a double mission here on, coming to Earth, on Earth, material world. You chose to come here. You had a soul contract and you chose to come here. And it's kind of like you have like a double mission, like you get hit extra harder with stuff. So, just when you think you have like mastered something to understand it, then something else gets thrown at you or comes at you. And you're like, what is going on? Like, do I ever get a break? I'm kind of hearing Gemini saying, do I ever get a break? So let's take a look and see, like, maybe if we can understand what this double mission work is about. Okay, Gemini? Yeah, that's what I was feeling. Take a break. Remember, I was just saying, do I ever get a break? Well, you decide. You take a break. You can take a break when you want. It says, a life's work, not a season. Get off the treadmill. So take a break when you want to take a break. You're not a victim. You are here on a journey that you need to fulfill. So you're kind of like that observer here, you pay attention, you have to understand things in order to, navigate through and do your soul mission work because you have some important work to do. I mean, being a Pleiades, this is the first card that came out, double mission work. It's no joke, it's tough work. So you're one of God's, strongest warriors. Most of you, know this. Already you feel it in your soul at your core. Others, though, might be in like a victim mindset or energy thinking, why does this always happen to me? Want. But others already know, like, hey, I'm ready. Throw some more at me. Like, I got this. I'm good. So just make sure you're paying attention if you're in that victim mindset, or if you are like at your strongest, core of like, hey, I'm ready. Let's go. What else you got? But yeah, you can take a break whenever you want to, Gemini. It's up to you. I mean, that's what's coming through. It's time to share your voice. And I'm not getting like, excuse me, you arguing. So my throat chakra is going off right now. Some of you have been like sitting back, taking a break, which is completely fine. You have to always rest, retreat, and refuel. That's the way it goes. Like, it's not like, hey, I'm going to do, like, you have to do this whenever you feel the need to, okay? But now it's time to start sharing that voice. Some of you guys might have been closed up for a while, kind of gone into a hermit mode. Well, that's fine. That's great. I love hermit modes myself. But at the end of the day, you decided to come here and you have some agreement to be here as God's warrior, and you're sharing your voice. Don't be afraid to share your voice. And here's the thing. When you share your voice, there's always going to be others that like negate you or try to come at you. But what they're doing is they're usually low vibrational beings, and they're taking your information and they're trying to pull it down to their understanding. And it's like speaking butterfly, language to a caterpillar. They've never, seen this or identified with this information. So they're going to take it and they're going to pull it down, and then they're going to run with it. And you know that you can't get pulled down to their level because they'll beat you there every time, right? Because you can't make sense to someone who just wants chaos, who doesn't want to understand. So pay attention if that's like happening. You just speak what you want. You know, if you're on social media, you post what you want. Don't even bother like with the comments or responding, because when I first started, you know, doing my platforms and putting my information out there, there was always going to be somebody on there to try to attack it or try to make me look, you know, like I'm, you know, don't know what I'm speaking about. I'm crazy, this, that, whatever. Don't even give it any attention. Don't give it any of your energy. Okay. It's just the darkness coming in, just trying to throw you off course. Don't fall into that trap. Okay. Let's see what else Gemini is allowed to know at this time. I had to take a sip of my coffee. Okay, Gemini for June 2022. Before I keep reading, there is one thing I want to say. When I do readings, I don't predict the future. Only God knows the future, and that's one thing about readings and what people don't understand. I will never try to put information out before it's ready. I only post and do readings when I am guided to. If you're sitting there striving to know what like July brings or August brings or September, etc., that means you are too focused on the future and you are not living in the present moment. You have Gemini, sorry about that. That was my other tablet going off. So I think that was just more confirmation of what I was trying to say. You must live in the present moment always. You cannot grasp and live in the future, and you can no longer live in the past, right? Those are two places you do not want to be. That's living in the past causes depression, and living in the future causes anxiety. Those are both low vibrations. You do not want to be in that energy ever. You want to live in the present moment. So again, I only post and do readings when I am guided, because that is at the time that you need to hear the message. It's not about, you know, what you need to do in July. It's not about what you need to do in August. If you're living your life like that, you must stop now. You must stop, because that means you are not living in your faith. You are not living in your present moment, and you are not going to be able to manifest your heart's true desire. Okay, Gemini? So let's see what else is going on for you. Ooh, you guys need to get out and go see the flowers. A lot of flowers are still blooming. I mean, I have flowers popping up in my yard all the time that I didn't realize that was going to sprout up. So if you're drawn to a certain flower, or maybe you just received flowers, or maybe you want to give someone flowers, go do that. The flowers have a vibration. People do not realize this. Yes, flowers are living, right? They grow, they're living, and they have a vibration of their own. So if there's a certain flower that you're attracted to right now, that is because you are tapping into it, that flower's frequency. That flower is helping you raise your vibration. Everything is interconnected, okay? Everything. Yeah, the flowers are going to help you with some energy cleansing that you need to do at this time, Gemini. Everything really is truly about energy, vibration, and frequency here in this material world. So that's why God's wanting you to be mindful. Like that's how you can, like, I don't even want to use the word control, because that sounds such a negative. And I don't want to use, you hear people use the word like manipulate energy, but manipulate sounds like a negative word too. I'm going to use the word master. You need to master energy. You need to master your energy. Because that frequency that you choose to sit on while you're in this material world is how you manifest here in the material world. I hope this makes sense to you all. I'm trying to explain it in terms that's of high vibration, because what happens here is there's people that do know how to do this, but they're of the dark forces, and that's where they use that information to create negative. That is why the darkness is in charge, where they created television, lies, vision. They're putting that information out there for you to manifest what they want. Does that make sense? The media, they're all in on it by way of deception, okay? They want to create a polarization nation. It's this polarization nation media that's creating all this diversity. And there's so many low vibrational people they just haven't woke up yet, so they are ascended yet. I don't even like to use the term woke because that's been hijacked. You'll notice how the darkness always takes terms, and they hijack those terms to make it in like a negative sense. So that way when people are trying to speak the truth, they're taking our words and they're twisting them up. Okay? They know how energy works, so they try to create what they want to further their agenda. But more and more, I mean, we've hit that breaking point where so many people have woke up that they're seeing it now. It's like everything is being brought to light. So the darkness is not going to prevail, but you have to understand that they know how to do this stuff. Okay? They're trying to use it to their benefit. And then there's people out there that are speaking the truth, that are trying to show you that this is an inner journey. This is about you. This is about your understanding. And that's why it's like this double mission work. That's why it fell under this double mission. Because you have to make sure that you balance yourself. And then because of your vibration being balanced, you're actually like triggering other people to start their ascension process, okay? You can be walking in a grocery store and somebody that has not ever been aware of the ascension, you could just walk past them and trigger something within their energy, because our energies always like do connect when we pass other people. That's why you can feel it, feel other people's energy. So that's why it's important to know where your energy begins and ends, where the next person's does. You staying balanced at all times is going to help you navigate through this double mission work, so it's not so hard for yourself. Anything else, Gemini? Yeah, so you're supposed to start speaking, but I'm also getting, when we speak, it's like communication, right? You can communicate through, speaking. You can communicate through writing. You can communicate through even sign language. So however this resonates for you, if you need to get your information that you need to speak out on a social media platforms, do it. If you need to write it down in a book, do it, and then go get that book published. It could be, a physical, book, or it can be, digital copies online. I don't know, but your information needs to be shared so that other people, like the next generation, will come across your your knowledge and your information that you put out there. They'll come across it and then read it, and then when you're long gone out of this 3D matrix and you've crossed over or whatever, your information will still be here for other people to read. That's why it's important to write this stuff down, you guys, or record it, so that way this information will be here long after you're gone. Okay, so is there anything else Gemini is allowed to know? Okay, Geminis, you've recently become unstuck. That is awesome. You're no longer stuck in the mud. So in the recent past, you've been working on that, getting out of being stuck. Let's see where you are now. You're in like isolation, solitude, hermit mode. You're recharging, resting, refueling. You're taking that break that you need. That is the energy that I'm picking up. If you haven't done this and you're about to, then keep following through with that. If you've already, took your vacation, or you've, taken a few days off, then all means, that's great. You'll know when you're ready to get back to whatever it is that you need to do. But what you do need to start doing is speaking and sharing your voice. This could be writing it down, or like I said, on social media. So I'm just going to tap into the energy that's manifesting. What's coming in for Gemini? Oh my goodness. This is an awesome card. So the energy coming in, because you are in this like present like energy of solitude and resting, retreating, and refueling, and just looking at life so beautifully, and everything's great. You're in alignment. What's manifesting as a result, and what's coming in is the magic stream. And it fell under like the books and the share your voice. And I want to show you guys the share your voice card. See how she's sitting there by water? This is the energy coming in. You're going to let it flow. You're going to let your knowledge flow. You're going to let your information flow. It's just going to spew out. See this waterfall? And you're just going to you're going to want to keep writing. You're going to want to keep speaking, because all this information is just coming out, and it needs to be, shared. And it's like the magic stream. You are learning, like I said early in the reading, you're learning that, everything is the energy, vibration, and frequency, and you can choose what frequency you want to be at. You have mastered, that's the, I guess, positive term I want to use. You have mastered your energy, and you understand how it works now. So everything, it's almost like you're still like amazed. and I'm tapping this energy of how I can explain it is like, I'll pray about something, and I'll ask God, like, God, may I please have this, or this outcome, or, something that you truly, truly want. And I'll pray about it, I'll ask about it. And then, I usually just kind of like forget about it. I don't sit there and worry. I know God will answer me in divine timing, right? And then God will provide, and it will happen for me. And I still, to this day, will be like, wow, that is so magical and amazing that God answered my prayer. Or, maybe it didn't work out exactly how I asked for it, but all in all, it worked out. And I was even more amazed than maybe what I had initially wanted or asked for. So there's like this magic to your experiences now. Does that make sense, Gemini? I'm trying to explain it the best I can. So that's what's coming in for you. That's the energy that you want to be in. That is an amazing energy. So Gemini, I'm going to stop your reading here, but I am going to do the extended for June 2022. So I'm going to take a look and see what's in your energy, and then the action you need to take and stuff like that. So if you're interested in the extended reading, you can click on the PayPal link below, and I will email it to you. Bye, Gemini.